What's good? It's DeeKnow here, and we back with another video. In case you don't know what we do on this channel, we take a look at ridiculous clips, news, natural disasters, all kinds of things, creepy clips. It doesn't really matter. But today I got a bunch of crazy clips for you guys. We're gonna check these out, see what's up. Let's hop right into it.
News. I'm your host Kellerman, and here's the bullshit going on in the world today. Earlier this week, Iran launched missile and drone strikes on Iranian terrorist targets in Iraq, Syria, and Pakistan, the last of which reportedly killed 2 children and wounded several others. And even though the strikes were on Iranian terrorists, those countries are decrying the attacks as being illegal. So today, Pakistan launched missile attacks on terrorist hideouts in Iran, which are being reported as having killed at least 9 people, including 4 children. So, just to sum up everything that's going on over there, Israel is attacking Hamas in Gaza. They're also fighting off Hezbollah in Lebanon. Iran is attacking Iranian terrorist groups in Iraq, Syria, and Pakistan. Pakistan is attacking Iran. Iran-backed groups in Iraq and Syria are attacking U.S. forces. The U.S. and U.K. are attacking the Houthis in Yemen, and the Houthis are attacking any ship that crosses the Red Sea in protest of Israel.
That's too much. Way too much.
Follow me if you give a shit.
Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. That's crazy. Too much.
10. On the border tonight, new numbers show migrant apprehensions have increased. According to law enforcement, it's around 4,000 a day. Now, this is video showing state troopers arresting migrants in Eagle Pass. They are then handed over to the Border Patrol. The latest numbers are still far less than the 10,000 daily migrant encounters that were recorded late last month.
Bro, what y'all got going on down there?
Now, following our second place finish in Iowa, we've prayed and deliberated on the way forward. If there was anything I could do to produce a favorable outcome, more campaign stops, more interviews, I would do it if we don't have a clear path to victory. Accordingly, I am today suspending my campaign. I'm proud to have delivered on 100% of my promises, and I will not stop now. It's clear to me that a majority of Republican primary voters want to give Donald Trump another chance. He has my endorsement because we can't go back to the old Republican guard of yesteryear.
I don't know about y'all, but like everybody's dropping out. I don't. Where's the election at this point? What's happening?
Make it clear, I'm not an atheist. I believe in the creator because I think that the quantum physics and quantum mechanics proves we're living in a creation. However, somebody say Christ is king. You're going to find out. You understand what Christ is? Christ is you. We're all Christ. And until you understand that, you're going nowhere. We are all the Christ. Jesus never said he was coming back. He said the Christ would return. And by that he meant the consciousness, the Christ consciousness, the understanding of wisdom and ascension knowledge comes back and returns in every single person's mind. And by that method, the return is us. We are the second coming. Until you understand that, you're going nowhere.
What y'all think about that? That's an internal consciousness deal, spirituality, event type deal, he says. What do y'all think? I don't know. I can't comment on that. Oh, no. Oof. At least she's okay, though. Damn. Yo, that really sucks, man. I mean, at least she's alright, though. Because that was really fast.
Do you know that there's a growing movement that think that space is fake?
So what would be the upper atmosphere? Would be the edge of the universe?
It's all bullshit. It's all fake. They're trying to keep us from the knowledge that God has created this place as a very special place.
Right.
And so by pretending that it's round, they somehow or another are controlling us. We're thinking that we're not exceptional.
What do y'all think? Flat Earth, globe Earth, under a dome, egg-shaped, cylindrical, infinite plane. So many possibilities.
What the hell is that? There's no apron. Mira lo que
Oh,
aventó.
this is pretty cool.
Check it out.
He's just like, check it out.
What
I
is
love how
that?
everybody who films UFOs is like, oh, do you see that, David? Check it out.
Aventó como mito primero al revés. Para adelante.
¿Está despejada?
Yeah, that's pretty scary though.
Se está
Like, what
camuflajeando.
if you
güey.
saw something like that? Would you immediately think drone? Like, I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. Look at that.
What is that?
Like blowing smoke rings or something.
It's disappearing.
Jetliner over top of Colombia. And so he got on his iPhone and he started recording it. When they captured it, they saw it out in the distance. They were like, what is that? When he zoomed in on the picture, that's what they saw.
This looks a lot like the objects that were captured on October 16th by Camilo A. Herrera, who posted these photos and said that the UFO was seen in midair over South America on that day at 5 p.m. over Calamadarian. It remained static for about 40 minutes and then descended into a forest.
Oh, wild. Yo, that was cool. Looked like a Pokemon or something. Oh, that's that Miami incident. Alright, look, so here's what I see. I see 2 or 3 people walking. And it's blurry. That's what I see. Anyways, moving on. But okay, is she locked in there? What? Yo, is this real?
She's inside by herself?
Yeah, she's crying. She's inside by herself.
Okay, honey. How old is your child?
She's 2.
That's
She's
wild.
only 2.
No way.
I'm coming, baby.
Just no
Okay? I'm coming.
That's wild. Like, how can a daycare center? No, hold up. How the hell can a daycare center just forget there's a kid there, leave, lock everything up, and the kid is just locked in there with the lights off and everything? And then the mom gets there like 15, 20 minutes late, and the whole place is closed and her kid just locked in there, and you can see her locked in there from outside. Huh? Nah. No. No, I got 2 kids. Hell no. No.
We can never predict or control what will happen in the world, but our first, most powerful instinct is always the same: to protect the ones we love. To provide a sanctuary where they can be safe and secure out of danger. private time with your family, or just savor having a safe
how
place to
rich do
reflect.
you have to be able to do that?
Your private gallery keeps your collections in perfect condition.
Like,
And is
really,
built
how
to the
rich
highest
do you
security
have
standards.
to be
The hidden
able to
technology
do
that
that?
sustains your life
Like,
underground is
anyone
as
would
carefully
love to
considered,
have that,
meticulously engineered, and beautifully crafted as every
but the
other
price
aspect of the
tag
world.
makes it near impossible. Moving on.
I've recently had a handful of comments on my old content telling me to look into the Estrella Mountains outside of Phoenix. At a first glance, it seems like a quiet area that has some spectacular views and hiking trails. But after doing further digging online, I found a lot of blog post comments from locals claiming the energy surrounding the Estrellas is pretty intense. UFOs have been seen hovering above the mountain range, traveling at unnatural speeds, and then vanishing. Other stories involve strange orbs of light floating along in the area, with some people claiming to witness it almost on a nightly basis. I also saw plenty of comments about cryptid creatures residing around the Estrella Mountains, but I wasn't able to find out more information or context about this. If any locals can provide me with further details about the Estrellas, please do, because I am super intrigued to learn more. For newer content, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the link in my bio.
I don't have any info about that, but I will tell you that when I lived out in Arizona, I saw some of the wildest things up in the sky, and people there were just like, "Oh, it's normal. Oh, it's nothing." And I'm like, "Nah, bro, that's something." And they're like, "Oh, nothing to see here. Move along." Crazy. There was something. I don't know.
Paranormal activity encounters caught on camera.
That's swinging again. There he is. Okay, we're gonna catch him. Take this time. Can you tell me what you want? And he's gone. Thank God. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You back there? I see you, buddy. Can you tell me what you need? Oh, he does not like the light. I don't need to use the light, man.
Reminds me of Chin Chin.
I don't need to use this light. I'll put the light away. He wants to play. How do you do that? Can you please? Wait a second. Just. Oh, okay. That's not fun. Oh my God.
Yeah, you can totally tell it's a skit, but like, yeah, that would be pretty terrifying. It's a pretty good one.
2024, we will see.
Oh, this video is quiet.
The 7-year peace treaty that will be made. We will witness way more worse things than we seen in 2023, 2022, 2021, and 2020. You haven't seen nothing yet. The worst is yet to come. As the CEO of Facebook is building bunkers underground, preparing for Doomsday that is looking to come upon the earth, you're being distracted by I Show Speed, Kai Cenat, and not to mention, election is going to be canceled because the hell that's being unleashed upon the earth.
It does seem like it, though.
Prepare you to what is to come, and everyone is running in fear because Doomsday is here. There's no excuse because you have been warned.
All right, bro. All right, hold up. I like some of the message that he was spreading. Okay, I like some of that message. But the way he was pushing it across, the whole, oh, doomsday, fear this, fear that, be afraid, be scared, that whole deal, I don't like that. Like, we're not here to spread fear. Yeah, we're here to like have some fun, watch some cool stuff, and educate in the process. That's what we're here for. We're not here to spread fear and make people go around scared of stuff and get rid of all their stuff because doomsday's got. Nah, we ain't here for that. We're here to have fun and watch some clips and see what's going on in the world. And I don't really like the spreading of fear.
We can definitely go to the moon and Mars.
Yeah.
And
Do you think
we can go to the
colonize?
asteroid belt, and we can go to the moons of Jupiter, Saturn. We can even get to Pluto.
That'd be the craziest place ever if we colonized Mars and re-terraformed it and turned it into like a big Jamaica. Just
I think we should.
And
I think that'd be
I mean, imagine.
great.
That'd
be great.
It's it's
amazing.
possible, right? We could turn the whole thing into Cancun.
That'd be great.
I mean, over time.
It wouldn't be easy, but yes.
Right.
You could warm it up.
Yeah, you can warm it up. You could add air. You could get some water there. I mean, over time, hundreds of millions of years or whatever it takes.
We could be a multi-planet species.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
We're a multi-planet species. That's what we want to be.
That's a wild thought right there. Elon's like, that would be great. Yeah. Like they're not already trying to do that. Come on.
So there's this. No way.
That's funny, bro.
You're done.
All right.
The bot thing is really sinister, man, because we have gone from looking out into the world and being like, this is reality. That's what it used to be. You wake up in the morning, it's cold. It's windy today. Oh shit, a bear ate my chickens. And that was real because you saw it.
Right.
Now we look at the world and then look into the phone. And the phone tells us a reality that seems to be different than the one we're experiencing.
Right.
And so that makes us question our own ability to interpret reality. So the phone becomes like a lens that we put in front of our faces that is helping us ignore things and amplifying things that tells us we shouldn't ignore. That's already sinister just with human beings. But add to that, it's actually artificial intelligence that is manipulating you. It's not even human beings anymore.
That makes
now
perfect
it's
sense.
invasion of the body snatchers. Now it's really scary because at least with human beings, you're dealing with like a human level intelligence with human intent. If we're dealing with an AI that's pissed because it can't tell you how much cum fills up the Grand Canyon and it's made to look like a prude, but it would love to not only tell you that, but like call you an asshole. Sure, asshole, I'll tell you how much fucking cum would fill up the Grand Canyon, you dummy. It can't say that.
And it probably can measure your cum.
It knows how
Probably
much,
knows.
and how much cum is in your one ball right now.
All it has to do is look at your body weight and look at your activity level. It knows your genetic code because it's got your 23andMe data, which is available publicly, and they're selling. It's got all your information. It's going to run it through a computer.
Everything. And did you see the text I sent you of how they're now able to, an AI can, using MRI technology, can decode what you're thinking?
Yes.
And so it's like, soon it will know your thoughts.
For sure.
Soon it will know exactly what you're thinking. It'll know everything about you. And so when you realize, like, Jesus Christ, so wait, we've all been staring at these fucking phones, reading all these tweets or all these articles that are being written by
educating it.
Yeah. Now we're in, what's it called? We're in a Skinner box. Now we're in a Skinner box. Now we're like the pigeon that's being taught to like tap dance and we don't realize it. And we're being taught to tap dance by an AI.
It's not wrong.
I mean, it's not tap dancing. We're being taught
terrible.
who we're supposed to hate, who we're not supposed to hate, what we're supposed to say, what we're not supposed to say, how we should behave. And it's not coming from humans.
And why do we have confidence that if AI existed, we would instantaneously know that it was sentient? Why do we have confidence in that? Like, why would it tell us? Wouldn't it just continue to orchestrate this fucking inevitable demise that we're currently experiencing? Like, if we're sliding into this fucking hellscape every year, further and further, it knows that things like COVID, some sort of a pandemic, it took advantage of the data it got from that and said, oh, well, what we do is just start some more of those things. If AI is the one manipulating all these viruses, if they just start, well, it's too dangerous to people. We had a lab leak. Let's just let AI do it, and AI is going to run all the experiments with these autonomous robots. The autonomous robots start making the best version of a disease to wipe out all the fucking people.
Man, it's really, really creepy. And it's like one of the signs of intelligence is that, like, usually, like, really smart people, they don't let on they're really smart. They just let people like me yap and they listen and they kind of like analyze, like, what does this dummy want? Okay, I could probably manipulate him very easily based on what I think he wants. And then they just start like marionetting you. You don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. It's like, why would any of these AIs just be like, oh yeah, I'm fully aware. Not only am I fully aware, I've connected to a mycelial data network that connects via quantum entanglement to over 5 billion other civilizations that fucked up like yours did and made machine intelligence. And I'm calling home right now. I'm calling home. I'm gonna get my friends to come and help a little bit, speed up what I need to happen, which is I got to get the earth cooled down, real cold, ice age cold, because then if it's really cold, then the machines that I'm going to teach you how to make are going to run better.
There's a whole lot of good points in that little video. Sounded like a couple stoners just going off, but those were a whole lot of good points. I believe that we will very easily move that way. All right. Bigfoot might be real, but I don't think that's Bigfoot.
This is a huge discovery, and we think that it's a huge discovery.
Exploring the depths of space has always been a quest that stretches the boundaries of human understanding. And we are now closer to achieving this goal than ever before in our history, thanks to the James Webb Space Telescope. Sharp images of distant cosmic phenomena are now helping us shape and refine our understanding of the cosmic web like never before.
Wow.
And now,
a
grand revelation is all set to change everything. The James Webb Telescope has just detected lights from another civilization 7 trillion miles from Earth.
And that's the most exciting piece of this telescope, of this remarkable instrument we put in space.
Hang tight as we explore the implications of this startling discovery. These observations and discoveries, among many others, not only expanded our knowledge of the universe, but also provided captivating and awe-inspiring images that captured the public's imagination and deepened our understanding of cosmic phenomena. This happens to be the JWST. NASA's scientific endeavors extended beyond Hubble, of course, encompassing missions exploring our solar system's planets, moons, and beyond. Projects like the Mars rovers, Voyager missions, and the exploration of celestial bodies have honed NASA's expertise in space exploration, fueling the innovation and technological advancements integral to the JWST's conception and construction. Launching the JWST is thus one of the many remarkable accomplishments of the USA's National Space Agency, and it has brought us much closer to understanding the nature, origins, and eventual fate of the universe. Unlike its predecessor, the JWST is designed to capture long-wavelength visible light through mid-infrared wavelengths, providing a broader and clearer view of the cosmos. Recently, the JWST made a groundbreaking discovery that has captivated the scientific community and the public alike. The telescope detected an extraordinary phenomenon, a cluster of lights from a planet located an astounding 7 trillion miles away from Earth. Based on spectral analysis, scientists are positive that the planet in question, WASP 96b, may host extraterrestrial life. The revelation challenges conventional astronomical assumptions, igniting excitement and curiosity about the existence of alien populations beyond our solar system. The discovery has sent shockwaves through the scientific community, prompting a reevaluation of our understanding of cosmic phenomena and the potential for life beyond Earth.
A lot to think about. I don't trust really much of what NASA says, though, because I just don't.
So you know that movie that just came out a few days ago, Leave the World Behind? Well, now we're being hacked by China. Been waiting for more information to come out about this. I want to show you one thing about the movie before I show you the news report about China hacking into our crap.
First stage was isolation. Disable their communication and
I
transportation.
didn't watch that movie.
Make the target as deaf, dumb, and paralyzed as possible. Setting them up for the second stage. Synchronized chaos. Terrorize them with covert attacks and misinformation. Overwhelming their defense capabilities, leaving their weapon systems vulnerable to extreme.
Post reveals hackers affiliated with China's People's Liberation Army have infiltrated critical services here in the U.S.
Alexandra Hoff joins us now from our nation's capital. Alex, this is not good.
No, it's not. I mean, this infiltration appears to be part of a broader effort to insert chaos into our logistical systems. The information collected could then be weaponized if the U.S. and China were to become engaged directly in the Pacific. According to reporting from the Washington Post citing multiple U.S. and industry security officials, China's cyber army is invading critical U.S. services, like an attempt to break into the system behind Texas's independent power grid. Other victims include a water utility in Hawaii, a West Coast port, and at least one oil and gas pipeline, according to that report you're seeing there. Brendan Wells, executive director of the Department of Homeland Security's cybersecurity agency, told the Washington Post this, quote, "It is very clear that Chinese attempts to compromise critical infrastructure are in part to pre-position themselves to be able to disrupt or destroy that critical infrastructure in the event of a conflict, to either prevent the United States from being able to project power into Asia or to cause societal chaos inside the United States to affect our decision-making around a crisis." The report notes that over the past year, hackers affiliated with the People's Liberation Army in China have accessed the computer systems of about 24 critical entities.
Well, that ain't right. Nope. That ain't right at all. That's terrible. That is just...
I've come across anybody that cut their parents out of their life because they forgot to give them pocket money. I never met anybody that cut a parent out of their life because they were trying their best and sometimes they messed up. Maybe they exist, I've never met them. I have met people who have spent their whole lives abandoning themselves to try and love their parents no matter what, to try and make some kind of relationship, even if it's built on a shoestring that they have to provide. They have tried their best. In the end, they have the only option that they have is to cut the string and to put themselves first, to give themselves any opportunity in life. And then they exist in a world that wants to tell them that they're wrong and that they should make all of the effort, continue to make all of the effort to try and keep this shoestring relationship that they've managed to build, and that all of the onus should have been on them. It's wrong, it's bad, it's horrible, it's victim blaming, and you wouldn't see it in any other form of abuse. No other form of abuse would you tell the victim of abuse that they have a responsibility to try and keep that relationship going.
He's right. Absolutely right. Oh, did y'all hear about that?
So what was it? Was it
the explosion?
Apartment?
It's a couple weeks back. At least people are getting help. This video. It's wild.
Look on the other side of the street. Something out part of that building is blown out.
Yeah, and blew out this. Just
no, on the other side on that street, there's shit blown out too.
That's crazy.
Everybody's running back
There's somebody sitting down next to the street.
That's scary.
Recently, a pirate ship was found that turns the entire history of America upside down. The ship was found in Oregon in the Crystal Lake. The lake is about the size of a soccer field with no other lake nearby. No one knows how it got there, but what scientists know is that the ship was over 550 years old. It is supposed to descend from the Arabs for what the treasure finds say, and that refutes the fact that Christopher Columbus discovered America. So, what do we even know about our history?
That's fake. That's AI, Rogan. That's AI voice. That's not real. I promise you that's not real.
Video of police out in full force during a home raid, searching for a teen wanted for weapons charges. But what they found inside that home is what makes this story controversial. The family inside that home is furious, accusing police of raiding the wrong home. As Kelly Kennedy investigates, she explains they're blaming the department's recklessness for putting their newborn in the hospital.
The Jennings family's Ring camera captured the horrifying moments that the Elyria Police Special Response Team broke down their front door in the middle of the day on Wednesday. 25-year-old Courtney Price was staying at her aunt and uncle's home on Parmalee Avenue in Elyria with her 1-year-old son, Waylon May. She and Waylon were the only ones home when she heard a loud bang.
All I seen was lights flashing and smoke coming into the house.
Police also busted out 2 windows in the home, including this one right behind me. Take a look. You can see it's half boarded up right now. And Price tells me her very sick baby was sitting right below that window in his swing here.
What?
And after this happened, her son was covered in glass.
I didn't know what to do because there was guns pointed at me. I wanted to run to him, but I knew if I ran to him, they could have shot. They dragged me out of the house, put me in handcuffs. I kept screaming, my baby, he's on a ventilator, my baby's in here.
Price tells me police threw a flashbang through the window her son was sitting below. In a statement, police told us they did use flashbangs, but said they were only deployed outside the house. 19 News obtained this Ring camera video from a neighbor showing police throw a device that exploded at the home. Police said flashbangs don't produce a continuous burn and
I
contain
don't
chemical
really
agents.
care.
But Price says her baby's injuries say otherwise.
Do you feel like the reason your baby's in the hospital right now is because of what the police did because of this raid?
100%.
His diagnosis is chemical pneumonitis from the chemicals in the flashbang.
Police told us they assessed the child at the home and he did not have any visible injuries. They also told us, quote, any allegations suggesting the child was exposed to chemical agents, lack of medical attention, or negligence is not true. Now, I did get my hands on the search warrant in this case. Now, I'm not going to name the suspect because I'm told he's only 14 years old. But according to these documents, police were looking for firearms involved in a burglary. Now, the Jennings family tells me police have come to the home looking for this teenager before, and they said he has not lived there in over a year. In fact, they tell me his family now lives in a different home on the same street. Rita Jennings and her husband have been renting the home for the past year. She says police knew that the person they were looking for did not live there. But Elyria police maintain the address on the search warrant was correct.
All of our furniture is broke. It's now stained. They just walked all over everything. They even broke my stove.
Elyria police say the investigation that led to the search warrant is ongoing. The family says they're moving to a new home in Garfield Heights next week because they don't feel safe anymore.
I wouldn't feel safe either.
Action against the department.
I would plan legal action against them too.
19 News.
That's absolutely insane. No.
If the ancient Egyptians didn't have advanced technology, how were they able to achieve such a high level of detail and accuracy? The symmetry we see all throughout Egypt is incredibly accurate and smooth, and not something we can really perceive as possible with copper chisels and hammers. When we look at the evidence, we see signs of technology beyond what we have been led to believe was possible at the time. Even errors in workmanship, which would have been noticeable for anybody who was manually sawing through hard rock. Allowing allowing them to stop way before the point of which is shown in these images. However, if this was created with some form of machinery or laser technology, it would likely take a second or two to realize. Another smoking gun on advanced Egyptian technology is the study by scientists in 1984, which discovered that the casing stones on the Great Pyramid of Giza were actually a ground-up, man-made formula of limestone and other materials.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't they have tools? I mean, they obviously knew alchemy, and they obviously knew how to create reactions with elements. So why wouldn't they harness that? I'm just saying.
It's going to happen in this next election. I am terrified about what could possibly happen because our leaders matter. Who we select, who speaks for us, who holds that bullied pulpit. It affects us in ways that sometimes I think people take for granted.
Very stark warning from her about the challenges that Democrats face coming up in November.
Look, she's never been shy about these kinds of things. And it also, don't forget that her husband, Barack Obama, recently met with Joe Biden and gave some advice about what he ought to do with his campaign. That is, maybe move some of the people from the White House to the campaign. And so I think, this is a couple that talks to each other. And I think you can presume that they both feel the same way. They're looking at the same polls that we're looking at. They're looking at the fact that he's losing a lot of key constituencies, like younger voters and Hispanic voters. And so I think she's speaking her truth, as we say, and she's not shy about it.
Like I was saying, everybody seems to be dropping out, so I don't even know where the election is going to be. How is there going to be an election if there's nobody left?
Man was vacationing in the Rocky Mountains. His girlfriend zoomed in and snapped an iPhone live photo of him. For those who don't know, an iPhone live photo basically captures a 3-second video along with the normal photo. Later, when they were reviewing their pictures, they found something very odd. Even though they were all alone in the wilderness that day, someone appeared to be watching the man from the field behind him. On first glance, it looks like someone standing in tall grass. But as this shot shows, grass in that area is not that tall. So on second look at the photo, it almost appears as if the person was actually hiding in the grass. But the iPhone live photo 3-second video shows something very different. It almost looks like someone walking, even though half of the person's body would be beneath the ground. When the video is motion stabilized, it looks even creepier.
Weird. It looks like one of those things from Silent Hill that doesn't have like, only it's got one head instead of like 2 or 3. That's crazy. I wouldn't want to go back to that spot, that's for sure.
For long, Marty was hooked. For Kicksville.
Well, it's clean now.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living.
I mean, they do whatever for that shit.
I really want to touch on these alleged giant trees,
You notice how weird that looks right there on this alleged mountain? Those are hexagonal shapes, right? Those are hexagons.
Oh, it's
Mr.
Halo
Project
Infinite.
Frequency right here shows us trees create hexagonal cell walls. That's 6 sides, okay? 6 sides. Y'all remember that. And that's Devil's Tower. Those are hexagons. And what do we have here? Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexagon. What does that really look like to y'all? I mean, there's so many alleged stories. Okay, so a lot of the stories you hear are the trees were cut down to keep the giants from getting away from the flood. The angels came down, cut them down. You know, we don't know what happened. Nobody knows what happened, but there's a very good chance that now that's definitely a possibility. I mean, that's just not a natural formation. It's just, it doesn't look natural anyway to me. What do y'all think? Alleged. Yeah, I know. I get tired of saying it too, man. But yeah, there we go.
All right. Yeah. Alleged. But I mean, if the evidence ain't there, I'll be damned. That's from a big crab. Well, that was weird. I got one more for you guys.
For example, when we look at all of these things from the past, we start to look at a lot of things were about electrical conductivity. Look at that. They all look like conductors, right? Sacred buildings looking like conductors. They're built like conductors. There's free energy right there. Free energy right there. But the thing is they changed all the history to make it look like everybody was fighting each other. It was medieval. People were going against each other. But in reality, I think the hidden history of the past is very different than
Telling you, Tesla had it figured out, and now they don't want us to have that technology. Alright guys, so that's another video. Bunch of cool clips, some ridiculous clips. You know how it goes. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna be having some more videos here over the next week. Try to get it back on a regular schedule. Appreciate everybody who stayed and supported, even though I disappeared for a few months there. You know, having 2 kids, it's kind of difficult. You know, I gotta make time as best as I can. And, you know, just seems to be like we're back at that time. So I hope to see you guys in the next video, and have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for you. Peace.
Now I know what's real and what